So today's video is going to be hopefully a quick one I won't have time to edit a whole lot. First thing in the morning, this is Monday afternoon, first thing in the morning, me and I'm going with some of my family members to Louisville for a few days, Louisville, Kentucky. And unfortunately, Doug can't go, so I'm going to miss him and I'm going to miss Oliver. But anyway, I think we'll have a good time. It's, you know, some family and extended family going up there. We're all staying together. So looking forward to that. But I wanted to get up a video before I left. I started to do one where I was packing. But I thought, no, nobody would want to see it. So anyway, I didn't do that. So I thought I would do a makeup look I've been doing a whole lot. And I've shown it on Instagram and you know, people seem to like it just fine. So it is based on some videos that I've been watching of makeup artists from Korea and Japan, the way that they do their clients and stuff. So I thought I would show it today. And this is the palette I used. Is the Perfectly Balanced. It's kind of dirty, got smudges on it. Perfectly Balanced. It is by Sydney Grace. Now, I was sent this, and I think the reason I was because I know they had my address, but when my friend Mary, Glitzy Fritzy, brought out her Blessed palette, she put my name on the list to have it sent to me, and I think that my name is still on their list. So this just came in the mail, and I was like, well, two of them did, another one did, but I haven't looked at it yet. But this one came in the mail, and I thought, well, doggone it, I like that. And I've been using the heck out of it. You'll see, you know, it's got smudges on it and stuff because it's been well used. But, you know, since they were nice enough to send it to me, I thought, well, the least I can do is do a look on it. And so that's what I'm doing today. You know, I've mentioned before, we don't get what the influencers on TikTok get. You know, they get sky high amounts. Those young ones, they go on these trips to you know, all over the world in exotic places, and they get all these sponsored trips and stuff, and you know, all these collabs and stuff that we just don't get because we're older, because you know, they don't think we matter. So anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm kidding. But yeah, it does, you know, they are kind of like that. They like the young people. But anyway, Sydney Grace is not like that, and they are always nice to send us oldies. They're always nice to send older people palettes. So like I said, the least I can do is show it to you. So that's what I'm doing today. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I watch a lot of Japanese and Korean ASMR, and a lot of them, especially this one, I think her name is Este ASMR. She goes to all kinds of different makeup studios, gets her makeup done, and the salons that she goes to in Korea, and some in Japan, but I think she mainly goes in Korea, they do a lot of the same thing with the eyes. So I have been trying it, and I really like it a lot. So I have got my foundation on and my brows on. The next thing I do is try to create a stronger tight line. You know, I usually will tight line like with a pencil going back and forth like that. But if you want to get a really stronger base that really makes your eyelashes pop and makes them look longer, try either an eyeshadow that you wet, or do something like a cake eyeliner, which is an eyeliner that you wet and then do it up there. I use this little flat brush, and this is from Trish McAvoy, she's the one that I think was the pioneer of this technique, and it's a great technique, and if you want to really make your eyes pop, do this technique. So I have a little MAC brush. It's a 212. I don't know if they still make it. I've had this forever. But you can see it's rather stiff and straight across. You need a kind of a flat brush that's cut straight across and firm to do this properly. So I've got some water here. So you just go up inside there. I find it a little bit easier to do over, I don't know, there's something about this wide brush is a little bit less making my eyelashes react than a stick liner coming toward me. I hope you can see. I can see it myself, but it really forms a great base. I feel like it's a much better base than just the regular sticks. I seem to have an easier time just kind of blinking onto it. And it really, really does a good job. It does a better job on me than the pencil for sure. Okay, next, I'm going to start working with the eyeshadows. And I have used the heck out of it since I got it a while, several weeks ago. So it's a little messy, but that means it's well loved and well used. I'm going to start with kind of a combination of two of them. These two right here, the top and the bottom. One of them is Always On and So Ready. And I just kind of put that one all over. The makeup artists that I've seen that I like seem to do that. They start with a nice base. A lot of them use something like a paint pot to kind of do a base down first, which is what I do too. Okay, I'm gonna do my fluffy brush and go in those two colors. And then just kind of put it all, you could put it all the way up to the brow. And that just kind of makes a nice base right there. Now, I just take the same, I kind of wipe it off. I always have a microfiber little cloth here, and I wipe it off. And then I'll go to just a little neutral color called Calmly Collected. And I use that just in a little bit of a transition area. Kind of right there. It kind of just, you know, defines a little bit the crease, and it kind of just, you know, if I bring it up a little bit, it kind of shadows the overhang there in my hooded eyes. So I do that. Just a light neutral color. Okay, then I go into a darker color, and I'm going to go into Yes Please, which is a dark brown. And that's going to be working on my outer corner. So I just kind of pat it on like that and then blend it up. I have one little area right there that doesn't want to take eyeshadow. And I have heard other people say they have an area too, and it's right here. There's nothing there, there's no bump, it just refuses eyeshadow. Okay, the next thing is, I'm going to take this color called Well Rested, which is just a beautiful warm terracotta. And I'm going to do something that they do, the makeup artists, and that is to put a lot of color right next to your eyeball, you know, where the color part of your eye is the iris. And putting it right next to it, right above the eyelashes, right there. It just seems to bring out your eyes, the color of your eyes. So, you know, whatever eyeshadow color you put there, it can cause a contrast or make your eye color pop, you know, whatever. So I like to do that after seeing them do it. So what they do is, the ones I've seen have also used a terracotta. So I'm going to take a little tiny brush. I noticed that they use little tiny brushes for the detail work because they pay a lot of attention to this outside area. So I'm going to take a little one right here, and I'm just going to go like that over it. A little bit thicker out here and bringing it up. And then what they do, and what I like to do, is use this Urban Decay This is amazing, the 24/7 liquid stick, and I use it in the color Wine Spill, which is a burgundy color. I like burgundy and terracotta together because it makes a contrast in blue-green eyes, which is, you know, that's a color I have. So you may want to use a different color, but I like these colors. Now I like this tip because it's slanted. So I can make a little wing and a little wing, and then make a nice dark line right there, and I try to make it go a little bit fatter on the outside, following kind of along the line, but not as thick as the terracotta eyeshadow. So let's try to do that. Make it a little thicker, kind of thin through here, just right above my eyelashes. Let me do it up a little bit. And like I said, this is slanted, so you just lay it on there and do it across. Bring it out a little bit thicker. Okay, after I make my little wing, then I have to kind of stretch my eye out because otherwise it'll get caught in the wrinkles on my eyelids. And I can't make a nice thin line. I don't want to cover up the terracotta. Okay, and then I finish it off with, I take a little bit of that terracotta and just kind of go under it just a little bit. This next section, I'm talking about the Trish McEvoy Cake Eyeliner I mentioned earlier. I have changed my mind about it, and I explain why. You know what? I'm going to change my mind about something, about ordering this. I think I have been using this until it came, and I think it's better. No panic. It's a dark, dark brown, almost a black. I've been using that, and I think it does better. So I might use this like if I need to draw a wing or something like that. I think it will be good for that. But I have to tell you, it's bleeding down into my bottom lid. So I'm actually going to go back over it with the eyeshadow because this eyeshadow, wet, this one right here, wet, did not bleed. You know, I won't get rid of this or I won't send it back, but I don't think it works as well. I still like the technique of using the pencil to push it, the brush to push it up in there, but I like this eyeshadow better. The main thing is I just like this technique of just pushing it up there with the brush. It just gets it kind of on the eyelash almost. And since it's a powder, it just dries real fast, but yeah, it sure did leak down here on my bottom rim. So yeah, it's just a nice dark color. And it doesn't ever seem to irritate my eyes or anything, so I think it's been doing just fine. And then the next, yeah, it did get down on it. I'm having a hard time keeping it off the bottom rim. Okay, so keep that in mind. I will do a voiceover. Okay, now I'm gonna take Beautifully Balanced, this nice shimmer right here. And I'm gonna use my finger and put it, you know, kind of in the middle there. Just to kind of bring out a little, you know, make a little brightness. Okay, now my mascara, still a Milani, but now I'm trying to do brushing the eyelashes kind of out to kind of give a lift and go along with that line and that lifting I tried to do. Just kind of brushing them that way. This is such a good mascara, and I swear, my granddaughters use it and their eyelashes have gotten up to here. It's almost like it's got something in it that makes your eyelashes healthier. My eyelashes never break, they never come out. I'm sure they do, but boy, you sure don't see it. I never have like a loose lash or anything. It's almost like it's healthy. It's this and the green. You know, I think it's about the greatest mascara ever created. it makes my eyelashes look so long, and I'm old. And my hair's, you know, thinning and everything like that. And my eyebrows have thinned, but not these eyelashes. Oh, well, I've got you here. I'll just go ahead and do my blush and lipstick right quick. Okay, so got my blush on. It is the one, the Rare Beauty in Cheer from Selena Gomez. And then I've been loving the lipstick Bardot. It's created by Lisa D1. And I just really like this lipstick a lot. I put it on with Spice by MAC, which is a little dark, but then I kind of, you know, make the lipstick kind of work the lip liner into it a little bit. I could buy me a lighter color, but I just can't fool with it. I think Soar, which is a little bit lighter by MAC, would be nice. Okay, and here's Lisa's. Blend in that lip liner. I think Lisa has lip liners. I might order one of them. Okay, I'm gonna go do my hair. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the finished look. I really like this look on my trip to Louisville. I'm only taking this palette. It does all the tricks. I'm taking my little brushes to go along with it, and I'm going to be doing this look for everything. I have to go to two different things. We're going to two different things where we'll be dressing up. So I'm using this makeup and taking it and taking my little brushes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all at the end of the week, hopefully, when I get back, and I appreciate you watching. Everybody take care. Love you all. Be sure and like and subscribe. Thank you, and talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.